Okay, so this is our Minecraft server we've been playing over this break. We are starting off in my little starter house that I built. I always build a starter house and then expand off of it when I play Minecraft. This is no exception. This has been slowly upgraded over time, but this is basically its final state, kind of a junked up mess, the way I like it. So to start off with, we'll be touring my base, then we'll be going to Jen's base to look at it, and a couple of other little points of interest we found along the way. So to start off, I do want to say this is a lightly modded server. There's mods for like these extra workbenches and the furniture and these tools I have. And then there is another one for warp lamps, which just lets us teleport around without having to walk thousands of blocks every time. So to start off the actual tour, I've said to start off like 4 times, but that's fine. We'll go down to my basement. Basement is where the magic happens. I've got the old sorting system, was run by a copper golem. Copper golem ran out of life, so now he sits up on my shelf. Sad reminder that I don't take care of anything in this game. Got my nether wart farm, basic of basics, super small, fits my needs perfectly because I don't brew potions, period. That's why my potion setup was so lackluster. Over here, we've got my forge set up where I make all my custom tools. Got the actual smelter to turn the metal into liquid, casting table, cauldron, yada yada. This is another one of the mods, AFK farms. I felt a little strange about it at first, but then I realized that you actually have to put in a decent amount of resources to build any of these. So it did feel like it was pretty okay, especially to avoid building the actual vanilla farms, which are just god awful. We've got the actual warp lamp here. This is my main warp lamp for my actual base. I use it for everything. As you can see, we have got a lot of different stuff on here where you can teleport. We will not be going to all of them. Got my enchanting room, got a bunch of the mob heads, not quite all of them, but I'd like to get all of them. Max level enchants, obviously, just because I can't enchant that. But yeah, super fun. So going back upstairs, we've got my side door, my front door. We're going to start out the front door. When you walk out, you've got my sugar cane, carrots, wheat. Those are my personal farms that I keep away from villagers so they don't mess it up. Got a little seating area over here, outdoor seating. We'll come back to this in just a minute. Over here, we've got my sheeps, my skeleton horses, and my single pig. He's the mascot. AFK Iron Farm, another little outdoor seating area just because I was messing around with the furniture very early on. What used to be my forge area and is now just kind of a crappy, rundown lava farm to get me lava for my smelting. Past that, we have a charcoal farm. This is just a vanilla charcoal smelter. You put logs up in here, goes down into the furnaces, turns it all into charcoal, and cycles it back into the system to perpetually make more and more charcoal the more logs you have. Which that charcoal I use to power these automatic farms. This one's for cobblestone. It is not worth the materials I used to build it. It never gets touched anymore because it's so much easier to just go mine it. So heading back over here to these cool little things, my water elevators that take you down into the dungeon. The dungeon is where I keep villagers that I like and that make me angry. So these guys, the librarians, have got like Silk Touch, Mending. This guy's got Fortune 3. This guy's the only one down here because he made me angry, because I wanted him to give me a better trade and he wouldn't. But that's pretty much all that's down here is just suffering and never getting to meet their families again. So I believe that's about all for the inner compound of my base. So now we'll head down to the part I'm most proud of that is still well under construction. It's nowhere near done. Is my fully custom village I'm building. Every single block down here was placed by me. I had to level out all this space. It goes all the way around in a big circle. Built the walls. Jen helped me with the outer walls a little bit on that second layer. But all these houses are like furnished and everything, and they have beds. We've got this one right here, which is the family unit. Don't know where the child is, but he's running around somewhere. Little different houses, a little tiny hovel over there. These two are about the only ones that are standard. Got this one right here, which is just these ones, but sideways pretty much. Oh, this one's also a family unit. Didn't even remember. Lots of skulls everywhere just because it's fun. This is our little boarding house. Had to build more beds so that the villagers would, let's just say, do the nasty. Oh, this is another one of our mods. This guy shows up at night and he will sell you these crazy painting portals that'll just take you to a random place in the world. Over here, we've got another warp lamp that takes you straight to my village. We've got the bare bones of a storage system for all of my carrots, because carrots are what I trade to get my emeralds from those guys to trade for books and stuff. Over here, we have got the main gate and our guard dog on duty. Got this stuff over here, some rations for him. He's full health right now, so he doesn't need them, but always good to have. Out there is all just bare wilderness. There's a village over there. There's another one over there. Both of them are basically empty because I relocated all the residents over to here and made them start living here. But I believe that's it for my main base. So what we'll do is we'll take the warp lamp around and visit a few key points of interest. So we're going to visit the XP farm first. We'll save Jen's base for just a minute. This is our EXP farm. It is completely vanilla. There's no mods involved in this one. Just a classic, found a zombie dungeon, turned it into a water system that drags the zombies through. They go up that water elevator. Sometimes they get in a little bit of a jam, but they always shove each other through like that. They go up. Then they go all the way up, across, and then they fall down, right down here. And in just a second, you'll see. It's making me a liar right now. Come on. Fall on through. Oh, gosh. Well, if they got stuck in the system, they'll still come through, but they'll be drowned instead of zombies. Oh, man, this is taking a minute. There they are. But it brings them up and drops them exactly 23 blocks so that they are... Oh, well, maybe not exactly 23, but it makes them very low health so that they're super easy to kill, to farm experience with, and also to repair your mending tools. That's about it for the mob farm. So now, I believe we will head to Jen's base. And then we'll check out some other stuff after. Some cool little interesting things we found. There we go. This is Jen's base. Jen has a very cool, like, farming kind of... I call it like a farming kingdom type setup going on. Oh, there she is, coming in now on the guest. Coming in hot for a landing. Blue. So, Jen's base is super sick in my opinion. So she's got these nice little reinforced walls. She's got her animal pens. I'm just going to kind of run around the outside for a second. There's her personal farms. There's her nether portal. We are about to undertake a project together where I'm going to help her put a bunch of farmland all across the hills. Show you the horse stable with a map she's making right now. A skeleton horse that I gifted her, which I had to use one of those ghasts to fly here, over 10,000 blocks away, and it took an hour of just flying straight. Yeah, I got her horses all set up in here. Very nice. Take a pile of pumpkins, ring the bell. If we go into the main house, we have got the trans pride flag on the floor. We've got Kitty. We've got unnamed dogs at various locations. Her chest's all set up. Nice little kitchen area. We've got the basement, which we just tore out together, actually. We just tore it out so that she could redo it. But this was all like wood and everything. I'm not entirely sure what she's going to do with it yet. But that's going to be cool. We go upstairs. We've got the bedroom with the painting. Minecraft dictates I have to jump at paintings to see if I can get through. She's working on putting curtains up right now. Same as me. I don't have my curtains up yet. Yeah, super duper sick. If we go out the main gate, she has built this awesome path with mob heads on sticks for intimidation factor, I suppose. And this path goes all the way out across a bridge and into that village over there. I'm not going to run the entire thing, just because I'm not sure if there's a warp lamp over there, and I don't really want to derail this too much more than I already have. Yeah, if I come like over here to the edge of the hill, you can see she built that bridge, and the path goes all the way up to the village. back up here, and I will go ahead and show you some of the interesting little things we've found so far. Over to Jen's warp lamp. Oh, she's checking on her indentured servants, we'll say. I'm just gonna get out of here. So, first place of interest we're going to go to is the Throat of the World, named very aptly, in my opinion. It's something I found on the way to my base. Yeah, you can already tell while the world's loading in, we're above the clouds. Because this is just the absolute tallest mountain I've ever seen in Minecraft. It is humongous. I believe Jen's house is over that way. So spawn is that direction. I was traveling through to find a spot for my base. I had to climb all the way through these mountains, and I came up to the top and placed a warp lamp. Jen built this nice little platform after the fact. And then my base is off in that direction. Yeah, super duper tall. I've literally never seen a mountain this big in Minecraft. And it's also super nice to warp back to if I ever need ice or snow or anything, which happens more regularly than you think. I believe we've got, yeah, there's another small village like right down there, but this place is mostly untouched. It is mostly untouched, just me coming here to like break down ice and stuff. There was another tiny little peak there. Ooh. The locals have taken notice. I will be getting out of here. Next on the list, I would say, oh yeah, that's the warp to my village. Hello, friend. You're just being all kinds of fun, aren't you? Next on the warp list, I would say, let's go to the Piglin Trade, just for funsies. Just to show off the fact that these things can, in fact, teleport you between dimensions. Super duper cool. So the Piglin Trade Farm is ridiculously basic. It is literally just a hole. I trap piglins in it. They've got hoppers down there, so you throw gold into this hole, and you come back downstairs. You stand like right here, and they will just constantly throw and trade items to you, and they will all end up in these chests. Just to make it super easy to collect, get obsidian, blackstone, ghasts, arrows, I get a lot of arrows through this. And that is basically it for the pig farm. Trying to see what else I should show. We do, of course, have a full end city. Just because the end city is so hard to find, so I placed a warp up here so I could always get back to it. The dragon was very, very difficult on this, but the end is beautiful. I always forget how pretty it is out here. Yeah, it's just a cool little thing. And then we'll head back to my base. Get some little overhead aerial shots to give you a general vibe of the place. Let's just go ahead and take off. This is my base. At the moment, still very unfilled in. I plan to build these houses all the way around. I have a couple little gardens here and there, and then eventually I will build another set of walls out here. I'm just way too lazy to get the dirt to flatten the rest of this terrain out, because like I said, I had to level all of this stuff out within the walls, and it took a crazy amount of dirt, a crazy amount of time. So now we will go back to Jen's, get an overhead of that, and I believe that'll be a wrap on this. Not even entirely sure how long this has been going, but I have a feeling it's getting a little bit too far gone. Overstaying its welcome is not one. I look at the clouds, and boom, this is Jen's. Jen's has got a very, I like Jen's aesthetic a lot more than I like mine, I think. Just because Jen's is so, like, classic. Mine's more of kind of all over the place. My base is made of, like, oak. It's got cherry wood, and the basement's made of, like, dark black stone. And Jen's just got that classic feel. And then I've even got my village down below made of dark oak. So it's all different types of mine. Jen's got this one solid aesthetic that she sticks to. I like it. Alright, yeah, I believe that is all. Jen is down there encouraging the indentured servants. Oh, well, yeah, we cut cut the camera, cut the camera. Cut the camera.